Puts it on the deck. Beautiful drop step spin. Misses on the scoop. And Georgia comes up empty. Rigsby to the cup, and he just keeps on coming. He's 3 of 3 off the bench for Dana Altman.
And he has a complete game. So, I mean, he has definitely missed an important piece to this Georgia Bulldogs team.
Open floor. Rigsby taking flight.
Right here, Rigsby 2-on-1. You had Dante right there, but he attacks Chua. Goes up with 2 hands. That right there, oh my. Rigsby 6'3" against Chua at
seasons. It stands at now 26 consecutive years. Now backdoor pass from Zarzuela to Rigsby for the slam.
That was a set play. Yeah, you can see that backdoor cut by Rigsby. Nobody but him in the rim, and he finishes it strong. Beautiful bounce pass. That's what happens when you overplay the wings. You're susceptible to those backdoor cuts.
So Ensminger keeps the Broncos up by 4. Here's Rigsby, the drive. Bothered, but Diawara right there for the bucket.
I think Kwame Evans Jr. lost that ball because he was thinking about dunking it.
Burnett loses it. Rigsby trying to elevate. Put your turntables up.
Oh, throw it down. Young fella is getting nasty, and Matthew made arena Jordan Kidd.
For Evans, but how about Rigsby, the energy he's bringing?
Rigsby showing us he's got some bounce. Get up, young fella, and throw it down.
Oregon 5 for their last 5. Rigsby with 15 points. Starting to come alive. The cut. Rigsby through the traffic. Soars over the trees.
Oh, we can both see it. The beautiful cuts to the basket. The nice pass from Kwame Evans Jr. And another throwdown by Rigsby, who can not only shoot the 3, but he's got some bounce, baby.
It's a 4-star, 5-star freshman, depending on who you talk to, who hasn't played this year. Rigsby knocked it away from Goodrick. Stevenson rejected by Rigsby. Brennan Rigsby is quite athletic. He's got some serious hops. Lancers will be in the double bonus from here on out. Ducks have committed 9 fouls. Rigsby backing down Stevenson. Goes high in the air. High arching shot and gets the roll.
It was well defended. It was just better offense.
Rigsby drives it in against Udrogo. Kusnart left open for 3. Nails it.
Nice pass by Brennan Rigsby. Dribbled right into pressure and found his teammate. Look out, here's another turnover.
And we're going to have a held ball. The arrow points to CB.
Syracuse did a really nice job out rebounding Oregon. That's not a strength of the Orange this year. Rigsby steps through and creates a bucket all on his own. A good move there by Rigsby. Rigsby takes a look at the clock. It's rolling down. He walks, got it back. Awkward shot, makes it. Wow.
And then you gotta play Tyson when you haven't guarded him much.
Now up to 9. Backdoor. Rigsby soaring to the rack.
I've heard all the stories about the hops from Rigsby, and we see it right there.
Always one of the toughest places to play in Boulder and the mountain trip between here and Utah. Very few teams win.
Brennan Rigsby, as the shot clock expires, gets it up and in. So how about that for the Colorado product?
He doesn't have a ton of offensive polish. Oh, there he is again.
Making the biggest difference on the court right now. Scored the last 3 points. Got the block on that end. And Rigsby throws it down. Going out on top in the final year of the conference for sure.
So sad. Please don't remind me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Nice ball fake.
Back here in Boulder, it's Brennan Rigsby out of the timeout. He has 8.
Rigsby banks it in for 3. Inching closer to the all-time school record. Dante with a deflection. It's turnover number 9. And Dante!
First transition point for the Ducks. Now can they go back-to-back? Brennan Rigsby.
A rare mistake by Frankie Collins. Oregon loves setting up this press after Meigs. Shellstad with the hand. Rigsby with the finish.
They're off to a bad start here in the first half.
Dante, catch, finish.
That's too easy.
Big Braxton has to stay behind him. He can't get out ahead of him that far with no help on the weak side. Smart play by Oregon, just throwing the ball over the top, and for the 7-footer, and finally Dante, an easy dunk.
Oregon's was 4 of 14 in that first half from distance. And of course, Washington struggled, just 1 of 11. Rigsby, late clock, buries a three.
Just on cue for you talking about three-point shooting.
And I really think that seeing Rigsby make that free throw has got him in a better rhythm.
Careless turnover, Rigsby. And Brennan Rigsby with his fingerprints all over it the last 30 seconds or so.
Well, yeah, if you're not going to guard him and you're going to allow him kind of a runway path to the basket, he's got some serious bounce. And Brennan Rigsby has not scored in double figures since January 6th.
Rigsby.
And watch Rigsby jump, hang, and two different Beavers jumped off the floor. And I'm not sure why, because Rigsby had no angle there. And then this is why they called him the human sledgehammer. Right here. I'm surprised that the rim's still shaking right now. Really nice play from Rigsby. Beautiful. That's going to go on his personal highlight reel.
Rigsby across midcourt, taken off, and the dagger.
He said, "No, I'm not going to pull it out. I got springs in my shoes." Yeah, see, he wanted to hang on the rim a little bit longer, and he couldn't. Oh man, that hurts just watching it.
Entry pass, Ballo. And he turns it over. Kuznard. Another basket.
And in Rigsby, the drop off in the lane. Kwame Evans Jr. ties the game.
Rigsby does a great job driving, forcing the back line of the defense to step, and Evans did a good job wedging in on that weak side, having the defense.
Rigsby turns the corner and somehow able to get it to fall.
That rebound went around him, but if you look at this play here, look at this drive, a little creativity here. Back to the basket. It looked like Michael Jordan's shot he shot in one of his ball games.
The only thing you can do is play and try and guarantee your future that way. Dante, the follow.
Very nice post-entry pass to.
Defense holding up for the Gophers while they try to get their offense going. And finally, Brennan Rigsby, who missed a couple from deep, decides, you know what? The easiest way to finally get on the board is to go all the way to the rack.
Yeah, once again, really struggled with this shot to start the season off.
Now Brennan Rigsby has been hoisting it up here. And we are tied at 6 in the early going here in Minneapolis. Waddles got caught in the air. Numbers for the Gophers. 4-point lead with just over 4 minutes left to go. Defense turns into offense, and Rigsby.
Awesome. Down low. Finds the pass. Brennan Rigsby hits. The Gophers love taking it down to the wire, but they have delivered. Have to wait a second. That shot clock and
a basket going to the paint.
And points into paint for Mbang. A senior, both of these teams are veteran squads. A lot of seniors between the two. And there's a nice senior move from Brennan Rigsby up and under to get two. Mitchell rolled to the basket. Rigsby took it instead, high off the glass.
When the energy by Mitchell, those second chance opportunities, and look at the great screen, but when you create those second chance, create some of those other opportunities, somebody else has to step up for Minnesota.
Patterson averaged 15 a game at Charlotte last year. He fights for the rebound here, tosses it toward Rigsby. Up against Malloy, flips it through, plus the foul. And Rigsby. Patterson a little worse for wear as he came up favoring that right shoulder, but not before that pass to Rigsby.
And those are the plays that are going to inject some energy into this team. And Minnesota offensively, you're struggling. So find easy baskets. That's a great example of finding.
71-63 on Saturday. Now Rigsby with the left hand. Too strong. Garcia lost it. And the loose ball comes back to Minnesota and Rigsby. Kick it out. Stevenson. Good defense there from Osimo.
Good job of coming with 2 hands up.
Fox runs the floor and can still throw it down.
Parker Fox is making his presence known defensively, but here, able to leak out here. And Corey, you don't have to be a man.
Rigsby, great play. Osimo went back door, and then a trail man was Rigsby, and Garcia found it.
Play off 2 feet, you get 2 points. Back door.
Jacoby Heady with 3 on the shot clock. Sky hook is off the front rim, and Rigsby will take it. Gets it ahead for Mitchell, all alone down low, and he lays it home.
Nice work from Osimo. Hill throws up a wild layup. Kodakali ahead, lob it up. Rigsby!
Anytime you get stops on the defensive end, offensively, you get out and have an opportunity to run the lanes. And Brennan Rigsby excited to be able to get out on the break on that particular play.
Patterson passes up the 3, little indecisive, drive and kick. Rigsby puts it on the deck.
Nice pass.
Look who's open, Femio to Cali. Minnesota has got to get this sequence right. Wichita can ill afford to turn it over. Oh, Cali knocked it away. Rigsby ties it.
And nice job by the Gophers. Justin Hill in what we call that coffin corner, because you have the baseline.
Indiana dialing up the defensive intensity. Shot clock under 10. Rigsby winds his way in, and a tough shot by Brennan Rigsby, the transfer from Oregon. Rigsby working out Goody. He'll go to the well again. How about Brennan Rigsby giving them a spark?
Brennan Rigsby, the Oregon transfer, making an impact on this game with a little fadeaway over the top.
Does not connect with anything other than the rim. And Rigsby the other way now for Minnesota.
Nice move.
Yeah, very nice move and a good finish.
He's got to get to the free throw line more often as well. He's just got to gain confidence going into Big Ten play and shoot the ball more.
Caden Betts with a corner 3.
The Gophers 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, this has been a long time coming. This team is
Sizable advantage here for the Gophers. Rob Larson had it partially blocked. Scramble for it underneath. Toby.
The last Minnesota bucket, by the way, by Caleb Williams, who's playing in his 4th game of the season. Rigsby, nifty lay-in.
Coming in last in the Big Ten in scoring, the only Big Ten team under 70 points per game. Here comes Cohen Carr. Has Richardson. Lays it off.
Pass.
Oh, he was stuffed. Brennan Rigsby.
Brennan Rigsby just never quit on this play. He's taking the ball with Cohen Carr and getting
for the Nittany Lions.
He's the one that Mike wrote when we talked today about guys to highlight. Rigsby. Oh my goodness! Take that 4 weeks.
Chirping at Kern a little bit after putting it on his head.
And they take it out of Ace Baldwin's hands, and it is still Minnesota basketball. Holy cow! Inside of 3 minutes to go, Patterson. Back out to Rigsby. He's hit everything, and it continues his perfect night. Now back to that Rigsby 3.
And how about this, the dribble drive again? He's able to fill behind it.
6 to shoot, harassed by Gary and Williams. Rigsby gonna have to go to work, drives inside, and Brennan Rigsby with 2.
And that was made possible by the fact that
Boiber in the paint, lost the handle on the ball, taken away by Osimo. Rigsby will push it up. Rigsby drives all the way in, killed the bucket and the foul. Oh, Brennan Rigsby, acrobatic, and he picks up the first foul of the game on the Huskers in the Williams drives to the rim, challenged by Mitchell. Gary there for the follow. Nebraska by 1. Inbound to Patterson. Quickly ahead. Rigsby for 3. It rolls home. 4.1 seconds to go. Gophers with the lead. Minnesota deals a critical blow to Nebraska's postseason chances. Huskers take the lead, and then Rigsby with a Gopher high 20 points. Badgers at the foul line tonight have been there 10 times, and they've made all 10. Rigsby for 3. It's a 5-point game.
Rigsby's made 7 threes in his last 2 games. A little bit late on the closeout.
Keep in mind, Minnesota began the season 0-6 in league play.
Look at that play. Wow.
And 1. Boy, a late whistle came, and Rigsby going to the foul line and pumping up this crowd.
That play took some trust because it took a long time to develop there. You're getting really close to that 5-second count.
Rigsby with 4 to shoot. Almost illegal. Over Crawl, and Rigsby stays hot. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Badgers stretching the lead back up to 6. Rigsby got around Gilmore and throws it down.